everyone, this is Danny Creating the Heart, and I'm going to be sharing 3 consecutive videos on Heartfelt Creations flowers. So the reason why I'm doing them separately is I don't want the videos to be too long, and also because, you know, if someone wants to search to make a certain flower, then you'll be able to search for that flower, because I had a hard time when I was searching to find examples of specific flowers. So this was actually a class that I took, this first one I'm going to show you, for one of our newer flowers, which is the wild rose. Now it comes with, you can also, this is a large wild rose, but they also have a small wild rose, which I don't have. So when I did this class, I only did it using the large wild rose. So even though the class was called 8 ways, 8 different, you can make 8 different flowers with the large and small wild rose. I only used the large wild rose, so I didn't make all 8 flowers, but I did want to show you. So this is the dies, and then the stamps. There's dies, there's stamps, and then they have their wild rose shaping mold. And I highly recommend the molds. They work fabulous. So I'm going to show you a generic mold with one of my other flowers that I'm making. So I use that as well as a deluxe. I didn't really use the deluxe flower shaping kit very much for this particular class. Basically everything that you see for the most part was I used the shaping mold only. So it didn't really need a lot of shaping. I did use some shaping for the other flowers. And then some other things that I used are, you know, and this is one of the things when you start flowers to really make them look really great, is how to do the centers. So you have lots of options for centers. For these flowers, I used their rose hip stamens, large, which is a new stamen for them. And then I have these ones, which is the assorted pearl in the medium size. And then these are also newer, which is the rock candy small stamens. So those are all different ways you can make stamens for this particular flower, for any of them. And when you stamp them, they stamp, and then they usually have a die that can fit right on there. You can stamp and die multiple flowers at the same time, which is really nice. I also used these stamens, which I had gotten from AliExpress. They're white double head pearl stamens. So I'm actually going to change my lighting here, and I think I'm not going to use that lighting. Okay, so let me show you some of what I made, and everything I went ahead and I glittered. So I used just some fine glitter that I have. I keep my just my white glitter in one of these little Tupperwares, and then I also used, because I had it on hand, the frosting powder, which also Heartfelt Creations sells. So let me show you. And to color my flowers, here, I'll show you these ones. I think these might be the same. So to color my flowers, so I stamped them, and then I used daubers and various inks. I think for these ones I used Memento, and I think I used Memento, the little cat's eye style inks is what I used. But you can use any of your inks. I found that they all worked pretty well. So here are a couple of flowers that I can share with you guys. Here are these ones. And so these were just using the mold, the wild rose mold, and then I kind of use my fingers to just crinkle the edges. And then you can see in the middle of this one, I'm using the large rose hip stamen, and then I'm using the medium pearl stamens in the middle. These ones I use my hot glue gun for to do my layers, which also included making sure that my stamens stay put. These ones I only used the medium pearl stamens in the middle. So those are those. And then these ones here, I didn't do a lot of coloring on this, just really the edges and a little bit in the middle, so it's kind of looking more white. So these ones I used the rock candy stamens as well as the large rose hip. And then this one I use the rose hip with the medium stamens. And these ones right here, I used rock candy and the rose hip, large rose hip, and then the large rose hip with the medium pearl. So then I have these ones right here. And then I don't know if you can see that everything is glittered, so it does look very glittery in person. I just used the medium pearl, and then this one I used the medium pearl with the large rose hip. Some things to look at. And then this one, I could swear, oh yeah, here it is. I'm like, I made 2 of these ones. I know I did. So there's these ones right here. You can see the different centers. So these can go on a project, or they can go like on top of a gift, you know. I think that'd be pretty. And then these purple ones. And here you go right here. These ones I added some pink in the middle there. And then it also does some leaves, and the leaves also fit in the what do you call that, the mold, so you get a really pretty kind of crinkly look. And I did go ahead and color these as well as put some glitter on them while I had everything out. And what's nice is that you spray water on it, and I recommend you use a heavier paper. So I use the Nina White Solar White because I have a lot of it. So I did use that, and it was a very sturdy paper because you do wet your paper a little bit when it goes through the mold so that the paper can mold it, breaks down the fibers. And then when it dries very stiff. So these flowers are really, really sturdy. So to store these ones, I had, because of all the takeout that I've been doing because of COVID, doing a lot of takeout. So if the takeout comes out and I'm able to clean the containers, I just go ahead and do that. So for these ones, I'm going to go ahead and put them in here, which I think is also a really cute presentation idea if you're going to gift somebody flowers. Now, I spent 2 weeks making flowers, so I'm probably going to be really stingy about giving these away because they took a long time and caused an unholy mess. So you have, you know, this gorgeous thing of flowers, and then put the leaves in so that when I'm ready to, if I do want to use it on a project, I have some more leaves here, then all I have to do is pull this box out, and I've got one that I didn't color, put that in there. Okay, so it's like that, and then put your lid on here, and then you could package this up with like ribbon, maybe with a flower on top or like a tag, and it's just a really pretty presentation of flowers, but also a really good way to store your flowers so they don't get smashed. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. This is Cindy with Praying with the Heart.